One is an All-American, one they call All-American, one plays both ways. One started all 12 games in 2015. The captain is the leader of the nation's stingiest scoring defense, and the quarterback hopes to break the record that matters most. Hi everyone, back here on the Wisconsin practice field with Andy Baggett. I'm Chris Hall. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. That's all said and gone. Let's start focusing on the game, right? Because the holidays are over.
They are.
Time to start really thinking about football. And today we talked about Coach Christ yesterday and his impact on this program, his first year as the head man, his first bowl. Today we're going to talk about the seniors, and we're going to start, Andy, with Joel Stave. Not the fact that he could break a record for most wins by a quarterback for Wisconsin if he wins next Wednesday, but the fact how he's doing it. The Badgers' most pass attempts per game this year in school history.
Wisconsin's always been known as a running school, always is renowned for its tailbacks. Not this year. Joel Stave has been the focus of this offense, and I think his legacy in his career, his legacy will be this season because he has taken this offense on his back and produced. He's not done it spectacularly. He's not done it with fireworks and that type of thing. He's just done it with some consistency. He's done it with a way of figuring out how to get the job done. And I think if he's able to get 31 wins past Brooks Bollinger on the all-time win list, that's going to be the number one thing people remember him for, and I think he'll be good with that.
He's also done it getting banged up in a couple of games. He's also done it behind an offensive line that's been mixed apart, and Coach talked about it today. Add that to the mix, too, what he's doing this year.
Everybody deals with injuries during the season, but he's really been someone who's gotten a lot of issues with the offensive line, a lot of injuries there that he's had to deal with because protection issues. It's been a challenge for this offense to figure out what its identity is, and finally going into this bowl game, its identity is clear given the players have healed, given that Joel Stave is the guy who's going to be calling the shots, and this team's going to win or lose based on what Joel Stave is able to do against USC.
Yeah, Stave just one of a handful of seniors who will leave a pretty big impact on this program, on this team this year. Will play a huge role in the Holiday Bowl. We asked Coach Christ earlier today what he'll remember most about this group.
I've loved getting reacquainted with a lot of them, and I just appreciate the way they've handled the season and handled the transition from my end. I think it's a group that's got personality, got a ton of depth of character in it, and I've really enjoyed being around them.
Coach Chris, before practice started on Saturday afternoon, the fourth coach, Andy, for this group.
I think at the end of the day, 20 years from now, we're going to be talking about this team because of its ability to handle change. This group came in under Brett Bielema, went to Gary Anderson, went to Paul Chryst, and in the middle of all that also had to transition with Barry Alvarez as an interim coach. So to be able to do that, I think it's one of the more underestimated challenges that the senior class has had because they've all had to be leaders. They've all had to figure out a way to take in different voices, to translate what those coaches are saying to the product on the field. And the fact that this team is in a position to win 10 games this year and do so with a win over one of the blue bloods of college football in USC is something that this senior class is really going to be able to take with them and put on their resumes for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, they certainly are mature, whether you're talking about the quarterback, whether you're talking about Joe Schobert or Micah Caputo or Alex Erickson or Tyler Martz, any of them across the board, they've all shown that they've learned a thing or two about all this change, and they've all gone through it together. That's what they tout most, and I think that's one of the things they're most proud of. That's going to do it for here on this Saturday with Andy Baggett. I'm Chris Hall. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. More from Badgers practice out here in San Diego as the week rolls on and the team gets one day closer to the Holiday Bowl.